I wanted to talk about jealousy because, you know, it's just one of those emotions that I've decided not to entertain, you know, to stay away from it, to kill it, to bury it, because it always leads to the most horrible outcomes. So I just wanted to talk about jealousy, when it comes to situations where, you are jealous of the people around you, or people are jealous of their loved ones, friends, maybe even strangers. Hi, Editing Tippy here. So I just wanted to insert this note or disclaimer because as I was editing this video, I just didn't like my delivery there and there, and I've been trying to film it all over again, and I'm losing the essence that this video that you're currently watching, has, and I don't want to lose that. So I would just put this note here that, I'm not saying that I'm somebody who has never ever been jealous of anybody. I made a conscious decision years ago, 2 years ago. Let's just say 6 or 7 years ago. Let's not make it seem as if it's like 20 years ago. It's 6 or 7 years ago. I made a conscious decision to do away with jealousy because I realized what an extreme emotion it is. Like, it can lead to horrible and even gruesome things. I mean, people kill each other because of jealousy. So I just wanted to insert this here and say, in my in this video, I'm just trying to talk about how I dealt with jealousy, how I got rid of it. So I've reached a point where it's hard for me to understand when somebody is jealous of their loved ones or the people around them. But I also understand that there's so many factors that come into play that make somebody feel that way. On that note too, when we reach a certain age, you become self-aware now. You are aware of your flaws, of a few things, so now it's time to work on them and deal with them. Jealousy being one of them. It's time to work on it and get rid of it. So that's it. Bye. It's one of those things that is very hard for me to comprehend, because the way that I view the success of the people around me, their lives and all of that, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me when they succeed at something, when they find a better job, when they're in a loving relationships, when they get a new car. It doesn't really bother me, but instead I am just really happy for them. So I've never really understood the whole thing. Why would you want the people around you to suffer? I mean, what is with this poverty? What is with this poverty mentality? Why would you want the people around you to just be poor and not to move levels and move from one level to another, to not be successful, to not be happy? And then I realized, is it because one thinks, I deserve these things better than you? I deserve these things. You do not deserve to be happy. You do not deserve to get that job. You do not deserve to get that promotion. You do not deserve to buy a new car. That life, those things would fit me better. Like, hey, what's up with that? And then I realized the reason why, for me, these things do not bother me is the success of my loved ones gives me hope. The hope that, things do get better. Like when you see your friend who has just been through a lot, you start to see light in their life. Things start to get better. It's like, oh wow, it gives you hope that if it happened to so and so, it can happen to me. It gives you hope. It tells me that, it gets better. It is but for a season. Whatever is happening, it is but for a season, but things will get better, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It makes me believe that, oh, it is possible. It happened to somebody very close to me. That means it can happen for me too. And also I do not believe in comparison, comparing our lives, because we all have different circumstances, different families, or different kinds of things, So why would I sit around and compare my life to your life? I think one thing that I missed in this video, I think that I did not just spell out properly, is the fact that being grateful for your life totally kills jealousy, because you're not busy looking at somebody's life, you're not busy comparing yourself to somebody's life. I talked about comparison, right? So if you forget comparison now what do you do now? Now you look into your life, now you look at your life and look at different areas and be grateful of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Consciously make the decision to be grateful for what you have for your life. That way you're not busy looking at what other people have. You're busy looking at yourself and everything around you. You're grateful for what you have and everybody and everything around you. For me, when people around me succeed, I feel like at the end of the day, Lina, somehow I will benefit from their success. Not that I'll be demanding things from them, no. Because it's like this. This is how I view it, My friend is like a cup, right? And this cup, you fill it with water and the water overflows. When the water overflows, things that are around the cup, things that are near the cup, will be affected by the water. So that's how we see it. Like, if my friend, all these blessings are being poured into her, somehow, I will be affected in a good way. Just as, we are affected by negative things that happen in our friend's life, in our friends and our family's life. Even the positive thing will affect you because you are near them. So I just think, what, if you do not compare your life, if you do not compare your life to anybody's, and you know that we have different circumstances, there are so many factors influencing, our lives. I think, what, you'll be fine. Even if your friend gets a GD6 and you're still an intern, I think you'll be fine. Especially if you're doing your best wherever you are. I believe that if I do my best and let everything else go, I'll be fine. Let things just flow after doing my best. Not just sit around waiting things to happen to me. I do my best. I do what I have to do. I play my part. And then everything else will be fine. Anyway, those were my 2 cents. I just been thinking about it. Just crossed my mind. You